Welcome to the Explainer. We're looking at a case today from the files of consumer advocate Christopher Elliott, and this one is a doozy. It's all about what happens when your dream vacation, paid for with hard-earned loyalty points, turns into an absolute nightmare.
Okay, picture this. You've been saving up your Marriott Bonvoy points forever. You finally book a condo in Florida thinking, great, a nice getaway. But the second you open that door, the dream just evaporates. The place is so bad, you can't even stay. That's exactly what happened to Chris Skaggs.
So, what went wrong? Well, on one hand, you have the promise from Marriott's website, professionally cleaned and inspected. Sounds good, right? But the reality for Chris Skaggs was, well, it was a horror show. We're talking a powerful smell of mold, furniture that was just plain filthy, and air quality so bad it was literally hard for him to breathe.
So now we're at the next part of this mess, the points predicament. Worried about his health, Skaggs did what any of us would do. He got out of there and found a hotel. He figured getting his points back would be simple. Oh, how wrong he was. He was about to get stuck in a major bureaucratic loop. Let's just look at how this all played out. Day 1, he arrives, sees the mess, and leaves. Makes sense. For the next 3 days, he's on the phone trying to reach the rental company. Crickets. No one answers. So day 4, he goes to the big name, Marriott. He asks them for his points back. And what do they say? Not our problem. Talk to the rental company. You know, the one that won't pick up the phone. He was completely trapped. This really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? Who is actually responsible here? You've got the local rental company that manages the property, but they're not answering. And then you have Marriott, who took the points, but they're saying it's not their fault. Skaggs is stuck right in the middle. So what are you supposed to do when this happens?
All right, let's switch gears from the problem to the solution. This is the part of the story where we get some really valuable, actionable advice from Christopher Elliott himself. This is the consumer's toolkit for fighting back.
Okay, the single most important thing you can have on your side, according to Elliott, is what he calls the paper trail. Think of it as your secret weapon. It's everything, your contracts, your emails, your photos. It's the complete, undeniable proof of your case. So what does that look like in practice? Here are 4 steps to building a rock-solid complaint. 1. Document absolutely everything. Every email, every contract, save it. 2. When you take photos, focus on what really matters. A stained couch is one thing, but mold, that's a health and safety hazard. That's your proof. 3. Go back to your contract. It spells out your rights, so use it. And 4. If you're getting stonewalled by customer service, go over their heads. Find an executive's email address and send a short, polite message. You'd be surprised how often that cuts right through the red tape. Okay, so that's the advice. It sounds great, but the big question is, did it work for Chris Skaggs? Remember, he was stuck. So what happened? This is where the story takes a turn. After Chris hit a brick wall trying to solve this on his own, Christopher Elliott's advocacy team stepped in. They saw he had a solid case, a good paper trail, but he just wasn't getting through. So they made the call to Marriott for him. And the results? Marriott refunded 100% of his points. Just like that. No long explanation, no more back and forth. The points were simply returned to his account. A total win. And we need to be really clear about why this worked. This case was resolved because Christopher Elliott and his team at Elliott Advocacy got involved. Their expertise is what broke the logjam and turned what looked like a lost cause into a success story. So when you look at this whole story, the real lesson isn't just about one bad rental. It's about being prepared. What this case shows is that having a strategy and that all-important paper trail can make all the difference. It's what separates losing your money and your vacation from getting justice. So the real question for you is, if your vacation goes sideways, do you have the tools to fight back?